Happy Sunday, survivors. Another day of Qigong with Kevin, sponsored by Aortic Hope. Big shout out to Aortic Hope for what they do in supporting us survivors of aneurysms and aortic dissection. So make sure your doctor has said it's okay for you to do a little bit of stretching exercises and Qigong, and let's flow into this week with some helpful hints on how to strengthen your core and relax. So before we get started with the flow, I wanted to review just a few things from last week. Last week we talked about Shin Men. Shin Men is an auricular acupressure point that is in your ear. So to find Shin Men, just a quick review. You put your finger on the ridge that's closest to the outside of your ear and run it up. This is called the antihelix. The ridge is the antihelix. Run your finger up until you hit a triangle. And this is the triangular fossa right in the tip of your ear. And this is where Shin Men is. Shin Men is a very relaxing acupressure points. Remember last week we talked about all the nerves that are rooted in the ear that travel down to the vagus nerve. And the vagus nerve activates our parasympathetic nervous system, which is our relaxing nervous system, and downregulates the sympathetic or fight and flight nervous system. So remember from last week, we find the triangular fossa, which is at the junction of the antihelix ridge and the top of the ear, and we massage Shin Men. I find this tool very good for helping me sleep at night. If I'm laying in bed and my thoughts are going, I'm thinking, my spirit is not rooted, my shin is not rooted, and I feel very anxious, I can either put an ear seed or my finger at the Shin Men point and just rub and relax. So, we reviewed Shin Men. We're going to do a few Qigong flows to get the Qi moving through our body and warm our blood and warm our Qi, balance our yin and our yang. And then we're going to talk about 3 more acupressure points that I really like that we can use for a tool in our daily life. Some of these points will help us in grounding and strengthening or tonifying our core, our center. So let's get warmed up real quick, survivors. Find a comfortable spot to sit. Today we're going to do seated Qigong. I am in my, I'm the new tenant in this house in Sarasota, Florida. So just now getting set up with the video, and next week we'll probably do some outdoor video, but right now we'll do seated Qigong, warm-up exercises, and then flow. So make sure that your bottom is seated very firmly and evenly on a chair or in your chaise lounge, on the sofa, or on the floor. Feet should be shoulder width apart and fingers open. We're going to interlock our fingers, start doing wrist circles. Survivors, this movement is really good for releasing stagnation in our outer extremities. Love the wrist spirals. We'll do it clockwise 9 times. Opening the Qi flow and opening the blood flow into our extremities. Changing directions now, survivors. Let's move that Qi in the opposite direction. Love the wrist flow. This is a great thing to do when you're just sitting in your chair You're tired from the day's activities, or you've just woken up from a nap or in the morning to get your chi moving through your arms, your fingers, your hands, and your elbows even. All right, survivors, bring your hands towards your heart, flip the palms around, and stretch out. On the inhale, bring your palms back slowly into your heart, keeping your elbows level. Inhale, fresh chi in. Rotate the palms. Push out. Exhale out stale chi. Inhale, rotate your palms towards the heart, bringing fresh chi in, filling your lungs. The kidneys grasp the chi from the lungs. Exhale, rotate the palms, press out, survivors. Rotate palms again. Inhale deeply. As you inhale, let your belly expand. Exhale, belly contracts back towards the spine. Rotate. Inhale. Bring fresh chi into your heart and your lungs. Exhale, press out, engage, survivors. Inhale, again. Exhale out. Okay, this time, survivors, on the inhale, we're going to rotate our palms up towards the heavens. Press up to the heavens. Palms down, bringing down heavenly chi. Rotate up, lifting earthly chi up towards the heavens, survivors. Palms down, bringing down heavenly chi. On the inhale, rotate hands, press up. On the exhale, engage, hands press down. Again, survivors. Inhale, arms, palms press up against the heavens. Exhale, palms come down. This time we're going to rotate our palms and hold above our head, twisting to our left, stretching the sides of our right side and our left side. The liver and gallbladder channels run up and down sides of our body. Stretching activates the liver and gallbladder channels. Press 70% effort. Come back up. On the inhale, exhale, press to the side. Inhale, come back up, survivors. Exhale, press to the right. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, press to the left. These gentle Qigong flowing movements keep our arms and our shoulders loose. The fascia and tendons keeps them from freezing and locking up, which as a survivor, we have a tendency to have that happen to us if we don't stretch and keep our mobility intact. Again, to the left. Feel that spinal stretch. Up on the inhale, to the right on the exhale. Okay, survivors, palms down. Gently rest our arms on our knees. Those exercises, Qigong flows, look very easy, but as you could tell, they really do work out your arms and your shoulders, opening that fascia and stretching those tendons. Doing this every day on a daily basis keeps us from having frozen shoulders, keeps our mobility. If we're stuck on the floor, it's easier for us to put our arms down and push up to get up off the floor. Upper body exercises are just an excellent way to keep that chi flowing through our body. All right, survivors, let's do some spinal cord breathing. We've done spinal cord breathing many times before. Make a very light fist, like we're holding baby birds. On the inhale, shoulders go back. On the exhale, chin drops down. Bring your arms together. Shoulders go back. Inhale back. Exhale forward, survivors. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Okay, hands rest on our knees. This next sequence of flows, we're going to start moving the chi throughout the upper portion of our body. This first flow is called waving at the sea and integrates yin and yang, fire and water. So we'll gently raise our hands to shoulder height, drop our palms down to waist height. Inhale up, belly goes out. Exhale down, engage. Inhale up, exhale down. Survivors, you can go as fast or as slow as you feel the chi wanting to move in your body. I like to do this flow very slowly. This flow helps me down-regulate any anxiety that I have and up-regulate, filling my body with energy when I feel lacking in energy. Tonifying the adrenal glands, helping that adrenaline flow through my body, but down-regulating the adrenaline. It's all about balance, survivors. Waving at the sea is a very meditative Qigong flow, Qigong movement. I learned this from my Yoshi Qigong instructor, Marissa Cranfield. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. This time, survivors, on the inhale up, we're going to expand out to the sides. Bring back in, palms facing each other, exhale down. Inhale up, expand, exhale, chi flows down. Chi flows up, chi expands, chi contracts, chi falls. One more time. Chi rises, chi expands, chi contracts, chi falls. Last time, survivors. I like slow. Chi rises, chi expands, chi contracts, chi falls. Let's end with 3 deep belly breaths before we start talking about some of the other acupressure points. Inhale, belly expands, diaphragm drops, sides and back expand also on the inhale. Exhale, sides, back, and belly contract back towards the spine. Inhale. Exhale. As we talked about before, belly breathing is so good for your body. On the inhale, when our belly expands, our diaphragm drops, opening so much more space for our lungs to expand and bring in fresh air. Chest breathing is just the opposite. Chest breathing can restrict our lung capacity. So inhale, belly expands. Exhale, belly contracts. Last time, survivors. Okay, survivors, this is my new Qigong anatomy and physiology model that I've got. And I'm using it to learn different muscle insertion points and palpate different muscles on the body. It's from Access Scientific, and I really like it because it's teaching me the whole body anatomy for my Oriental medicine courses and acupuncture courses. So today we're going to look at a point on the Rin channel. And the Rin channel runs from the perineum up the center midline of the body, up the throat, and right below the lower lip. The Rin channel, R-E-N, is also called a conception vessel. And it is one of the three original vessels in Oriental medicine that developed right after conception. You have the Rin channel in the front, the Du channel, which runs up the back over the head and connects to the Rin channel, and then the Qigong channel, which runs up the center line of the body. So three very important points that relate to our muscular structure and our nerve pathways. So a couple of very important points on the Rin channel, but today we're going to look at Rin 6. So Rin 6 is also called Qi High and is right below the umbilicus or your belly button. Rin 6 or Qi High is known as being the area of the Sea of Qi. It's where all of our ocean of Qi is stored in our lower abdomen, our lower dantian. And that Sea of Qi is our core strength. So when we're talking about core strength being very important, Rin 6 is a great acupuncture point for us to know where it is, how to find it, how to activate it. Activate both the fascia layers, the nerve layers, and the muscular layers in our lower abdomen. Rin 6 is fantastic for digestion purposes. If you have urinary bladder purpose or issues, then Rin 6 can help. And Rin 6 is just a all-around good tonification and regulation point to work with to balance out your core strength. So to find Rin 6, what we're going to do is we find the umbilicus, our belly button, and we take 2 fingers. Rin 6 is a point on the midline, the Rin channel, 2 fingers below our umbilicus, the center of our umbilicus. And if you press your right palm, if you're male, and your left palm, if you're female, over Rin 6, put the other hand on top of your hand and give it a good circular rub. Survivors, that motion feels so good. Tell your lower abdomen, your core, how much you appreciate all it does for you, digestion-wise, urinary-wise, your sexual area. This lower abdomen is really the basis of all of our strength. Our core strength comes from our kidneys, which lie right behind Qi High, Rin 6. Give it a good circular rub, change directions. Rin 6 is a very important point, and we're going to discuss more about Rin 6 over the next couple of Qigong sessions. But Ren 6 is a very good point to remember. So 2 fingers below the center line of the umbilicus. Very important point for tonifying your core strength. You have digestion problems, it's always good to rub your belly. You have urinary problems, it's always good to keep that qi and that blood flowing in your lower dantian. Remember, Ren 6 qi high point, great acupressure tonification point for daily stimulation. Okay, another point that I want to talk about briefly today is kidney 1. And kidney 1 is also tied into the kidney channel and our lower dantian, our lower abdomen. However, kidney 1 is found on the bottom of our foot. So to find kidney 1, you find toe number 2 and toe number 3, put your finger right between them and drag it down until it falls into a divot, a hole, a depression. This is kidney 1. Kidney 1 survivors is an extremely powerful point for working with foot pain, any kind of plantar foot pain, because you've got all your plantar muscular infrastructure here. It also is tied in through the nervous system to your kidneys, opening the flow of qi from your leg up to your upper body through your kidneys. So kidney 1 massage, highly recommend for kidney problems and for foot problems. Just give kidney 1 a good circular rubbing. Switch feet. Toe 2 and toe 3. Run your finger down until it drops into a depression. Give kidney 1 a good rub. Kidney 1 is called Yongqin in Mandarin. Yongqin's another very important acupressure point. Keep in our tool bag for relaxation. All right, survivors, that's 2 of the 3 points that I wanted to talk about today. We'll finish up with by way, the 3rd point. By way is on the do channel, which is exactly opposite on the back side of our anatomy, and it is at the vertex of the head, right here at the very top. Now, to find by way, you find the tip of each ear, run your fingers straight up, and where they meet in the midline, that's by way. By way is our connection point to the heavens, to the cosmos. It's not soft because our skull lies right underneath our skin. However, by way is a very important point. I like to think of the by way point as a connection for my posture. When I'm trying to stand up straight or sit up straight and keep from slumping, I can imagine that by way point is suspended from the clouds by a taut string, and that keeps my spine straight, helps prevent scoliosis, keeps my spine posture good and straight. And by way is a very important point because there are connections to important channels, energy channels, and the nervous system and the fascia. So we're going to work with by way over the next couple of weeks. Those 3 points again are Qi Hai Ren 6, which Ren 6 is 2 fingers width below the umbilicus. And this is the sea of qi. Very important. Survivors, rub Ren 6 every day. And then you need good foot relaxation. This is great to do with your partner. Find toe 2 and 3, run your finger down until it hits the depression and give it a good rub. Try working on your partner with this. They will really appreciate it. And that was Yongqin The third point is byway right there, midline, tip of the ears where your fingers meet on the midline. This is your connection to heaven. Kidney 1 on your foot is your connection to the earth. So we will see over the next couple of weeks how the Chongmai, the third channel that I mentioned that runs down the center line of our body, is connecting us to the earth, out the perineum, down through kidney 1, and also up through byway. So survivors, I hope you enjoyed the short flows that we did today. Always good to keep your shoulders going and walk away with some good tips on acupressure points that we're going to learn about and study more over the next couple of weeks. Shout out to Aortic Hope for all they do. And survivors, a dissection, an aneurysm doesn't mean the end. It means the beginning. I've had so much good happen to me over the last almost 15 years now since I dissected, had 2 dissection surgeries. And I contribute a lot of that to the support that I get from survivors like you and Aortic Hope and Qigong. Dissection and aneurysms, a new door that opens up so many good opportunities to help each other, to learn, and to actually enjoy life. May you be blessed and filled with Qi.